Shut. It's about a long distance relationship. A relationship that began and then turned into distance, and you just want them to be there. And it's funny how now when I listen to that song, I think about the vet, and how she and I now have a extremely long distance relationship to where I can only talk to her in my dreams. And when I listen to the song, it makes me think about her a lot. So yeah. Leave Soon. This is actually the Jupiter remix of the song, and the original version I wasn't really feeling like that. So when I got this beat, I was like, oh, I can do that version to it. And it's about someone who's insecure and they feel like they're not contributing to a relationship, or they feel they're irrelevant, or they're not holding enough weight for you, or to keep you there, and you feel like you're not enough. And this is someone who is letting them know, you are enough for me, and I would never leave, and even if I did, it wouldn't be anytime soon. I'm not guaranteeing that I won't leave. I said I would never leave you, but even if I do, it wouldn't be anytime soon now, because this is how you make me feel. You make me feel good, and I want to make you feel better about yourself. And it's so funny, and this is the same story. After Leave Soon, you have Share, which is kind of ironic because it's like I was just consoling someone about their relevance and how I would not leave, but then I flip it, and then we get to that point in the relationship where we share each other's past and things that we've done or that we've gone through, and you feel like there's a certain area of your life that you can't share with them because you feel like if you do, then they're going to judge you for it and they're going to leave. And you feel like you've worked so hard to get this kind of relationship, this person that you're with. You feel like you've worked so hard to get that, and you don't want to do anything to ruin that. So you're conflicting with sharing and with being honest and things like that, so it's just, it was definitely one of those things. And that situation actually, I actually did end up sharing, and turns out we had a lot more in common than I thought. So it actually wasn't, which from Share came this song called All Together, which I don't really know where that song is gonna go, but that song ties with that song, and Share ties with Leave Soon, because it's about the same person. Understand. This song stemmed from a closing remark in church one day. My pastor was, preaching. The word was real cute for me, and he said, "Did I ever tell you about the puppies for sale story?" And everybody's like, "No." So he's like, "Let me tell you the story." And I'm thinking, okay, this is gonna be real cute, whatever, and then I'm gonna leave. So he goes, there was a little boy who wanted to get a dog, so he convinced his parents to let him get a puppy. So they go to the kennel, the person at the front desk escorts them back to go look at some dogs. And in the back there's a box full of puppies. And immediately the boy sees one with a lame leg, and he goes, "I want that one." And so the guy's like, "No, you don't want that one. There are plenty of other dogs that are, good, blah, 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 blah." And so after going back and forth, they asked, "Well, why did you want a dog with a lame leg? What is up with that?" And the boy lifted up his pants leg, and he had a brace on it, and said, "I just want someone who understands." And the expression on my face was an exact replica of Vivica A. Fox's expression in Two Can Play That Game, when she saw Morris Chestnut at the club at the end, and she asked him if she could ever get her man back after playing all those games, and he said no. And the look on her face that she had, and then she went to turn around, that's what I felt my face looked like. And I began to cry profusely. I could not stop crying. It was one of the most embarrassing days of my life because it wasn't that I was in church and I couldn't stop crying. It was that like later on that day I went to work and I'm thinking about that story and I'm at the cash register like with tears in my eyes because I know exactly how that feels. And ever since then, I've wanted a dog with a lame leg because I feel like at least something can identify with being just as fucked up as I am. Because all my life I felt misunderstood. Like I have no one that understands. I've had people who can sympathize and that will listen, but there's nothing like having someone who understands all the things that you've gone through, or at least some of them, that the important things that you can that they can relate to. And that song was inspired by my pastor, and it was my desire to understand, even though I'm saying, you'll never understand me and blah 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 blah, but toward the end of the song you see that even though I'm saying, oh, well, you're never going to understand me, so no point in trying, I still want someone who understands. So